Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Sunday the 16th of October 2022. Today's Millwall news. We have this piece from southernnews.co.uk. Gary Rowett and Zion Flemmings fortuitous winner for Millwall. The Dutchman has become the Lions star man since joining from Fortuna Sittard over the summer. Gary Rowett praised Zion Flemmings for his instinctual reaction to capitalise on a Bristol City mistake in the second half of Saturday's 2-1 win. The Lions were level going into the final few minutes of the match, but after Robbins failed to clear a free kick, Flemming popped up to steer the rebound in the back of an empty net from Max O'Leary off his line. The Dutchman has now scored 5 goals in his last 5 games, helping Millwall climb up to 11th in the championship table. Rowett was pleased with how his side reacted to conceding an equaliser in the final stages of the game and believes that Flemming was the perfect man to score the winner at Ashton Gate. "We got a lot of fortune, didn't we?" he said after the game. "At that point, to concede a goal, I was disappointed. I think they put another attacking on, and that started to drag our back four around a little bit. To change Styles and Muzzer, Styles is not a natural left back. I thought he coped well. He's not a natural left back at that point. You're looking and think, are we going to be under the cosh for the final 15 minutes? We then score. I thought we responded quite well. We then got a little bit of fortune. It's actually a poor free kick that goes in. The keeper comes out and punches it under pressure from his own players. I don't think there was many of ours in there, and it drops aside. If you want it to fall to one player, you want it to fall to him. He's not going to miss. He knows he's got to play it first time. He knows he hasn't time to take a touch. It was nice to score that type of goal. After that, we changed formation again. We shut up shop. We tried not to let them have anything, and I thought other than that little mix-up late on, there wasn't a lot to worry about. Indeed. But interesting there from the man himself, from his own lips, it has been spoken. Styles is not a natural left back. Well, Murray Wallace is injured now, a groin injury. I'm pretty sure he's not going to make the Watford game. And I doubt he'll make the West Bromwich Albion game as well. So what happens now? Who do we play? If we're still playing a back four, which there is some talk that he might change it back to a 3-5-2, because we don't have a natural left back anymore. B-side topology is Dagenham. They wasn't involved in their FA Cup game this past weekend. Is that because Millwall called him back, or because they didn't want him cup tied? Who knows? Could he play there? That would be a big task for him to play there against Watford. So if Murray Wallace is injured, who plays there? Callum Styles? Or he says he's not a natural left back. Is he going to be Scott Malone? He doesn't seem to be a flat back four person anymore anyway. So do you play? Then what do? You play Jake Cooper there? Absolutely not. You cannot play Jake Cooper at left back. Do you play George Evans there? Well, I'm pretty sure Gary Rowett thinks the sun shines out of George Evans' arse, so he probably might think about playing him there. Personally, I would play Danny McNamara there and get Cresswell to play right back. And I think Danny McNamara is the type of person that if you give him a task, give him some responsibility, ask him to do something a certain way, put that responsibility on his shoulders, he'll step up to the task for an occasion. I don't think he could do it over and over again, but I think he could for an occasion. Now, he's also a very good defender, and they do have that Sarr. I forgot his first name. There's something Sarr. Isaac Sarr, something like that. Sabari Sarr. So you do need someone who can defend down there. But there was some talk online that Gary Rowett might be going back to the 3-5-2. Because that's the only way you can get Malone in the team. Because he's not really a left back, he's a left wing back. So we would have Jay Cooper, Hutchison and Cresswell, McNamara and Malone, and then probably Bury would drop out, and who knows how we play then. But I hope not, because this new formation has been absolute revelation, and we're going to see that now as we go through the stats from yesterday's game. So here we go. This is the info goal.net. If you look by Bristol City 1, Millwall 2, look underneath 0.63, that's the XG Bristol City, and 2.79 is the XG for Millwall. Now, that is a high number. That's the highest of the season. The next highest is 2.31 against Rotherham, and against Coventry it was high as well, 2.29. But the highest XG we've had this season was in yesterday's game. And incredible. And when you think the away game there against Rotherham 2.31, the away game against Bristol City 2.79. This formation seems to be working, especially away. Because at home against Middlesbrough only 1.74. And you compare that to our away games before, 1.39 against Burnley, 1.14 against Norwich, 1.17 against Swansea. So there has been a massive improvement playing this formation away from home. So let's get into some of the details here. So here's the match events, the goals, the cards, the substitutions. There they all are. If we look at the shot map, because this is what this website does best, is the shot map. And these are the goal attempts by Bristol City there. Small circles mean it's not a very good chance. Big circles mean it's a very good chance. And it's got a yellow ring around it. That means that was the goal. So you can see here, they were taking quite a few pot shots from this kind of area of the pitch. I don't know why. Is that something they were told to do? Weird. So there's Bristol City, and then you look at Millwall, like night and day. Night and day. Look at that. We had 4 shots outside the area. All of the others are inside the area. Absolute insane. Look how good that is. So we scored our second best chance, and it looks like our 5th best chance. That one, our best chance, was obviously the penalty, which was missed. And interestingly, if you watch the extended highlights, you can see at the end of the game, Zion Flemming coming onto the pitch, shaking hands and all that stuff. One of the first things he does, he goes up to Benica Afobe and puts his arm around his shoulder and says, "Oh, shame you didn't get that penalty." So that was a little interesting thing I saw from the extended highlights as I watched them today. Fairness rating, was that a fair result? 82.39. That was a very fair result. So that's over the 90 minutes. Let's break it up first half, second half. So first half, they didn't have a lot. Second half, they had even less in second half. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Look at that second half of Millwall. Everything inside the area except for that one shot, which, who was that? Styles. Okay. It's a lot better, isn't it? It's so much better. Moving on to whoscored.com. There's the strengths, weaknesses, and styles of the teams. If you look on the right hand side, funnily enough, their goalkeeper and their defender were the 2 best players on that pitch, rated wise. And why is that? Because they had a lot of bloody defending to do, and they only conceded 2 goals. That's why. They had a lot to do. But even like Max O'Leary, I would say that he was at fault for that second goal. If you do watch it back, he did call for it, but if someone's already jumped in the air, there's no point calling for it. What are you gonna do? Just fucking disappear? They're already in motion. You can't do that. But highest rated player here, 7.8. So here you go. Attempts 10 to 16, 5 to 4 open play, 4 to 11 set piece, 1 penalty for Millwall, and 1 own goal for Bristol City. So 16 shots, 2 goals. That's 12% conversion rate for Millwall compared to Bristol City's 10% conversion rate. There's where it all went down. Bristol City only going down the wings and mostly down the left hand side. Shot directions, Millwall straight down the middle, 88%. Shot zones, action zones. Look at that, only 23% of the action in half third of the pitch. Player positions, there you go. Murray Wallace getting further forward. Interesting, okay. Nice. Okay. So, what are we going to do now? We're going to move on to this and go through some of the details. There is, again, the events of the match. If you look by the club badges, in the top left and top right, you 6.44 average player rating for Bristol City and 6.53 for Millwall. So not that much in it, because you'll see Bristol City had a lot of defending to do, and they did it quite well until they didn't. Max O'Leary, penalty saved. So that's because he saved the penalty, that bumped up his score as well there. C, clearance off the line for Sykes. Okay. For Millwall, the lowest rated player of the starting 11, Long, 6.0. And we'll get into why that is later. He didn't have a lot to do. McNamara, 6.1. And the two best players, Bradshaw and Flemming, 2 goal scorers. And Saville as well, there's 7.3. Saville was brilliant yesterday, wasn't he? He was absolutely brilliant. So let's just roll through the stuff and who did what. 9 to 16 shots. 16 shots for Millwall. 16. Bradshaw with 5 of them. Flemming, Vogel-Sammer, Murray Wallace and Hudson. Possession wise, 56 to 44. And George Saville was on the ball for 5.7% for match time. Pass success percentage, 65. That's quite low. 70 to 65. And Tyler Burry, 78. Nice. Billy Mitchell, 79. As usual, Billy Mitchell, the one generally with the most highest pass percentage. And he's done it again. Dribbles 1 to 3. So it wasn't a game for dribbling. Aerials won 40 to 20. Holy moly. 40 to 20. They won the aerials. Atkinson with 11, Close with 10. That is crazy. Bradshaw won 5, Cooper won 4. But damn, double figures aerials for Atkinson and Close. Tackles 15 to 12, so they won the tackles as well. But they had to do more tackling, of course, because we put them under pressure. Corners 0 to 6. Dispossessed 11 to 8. Moving on now. Now, why did George Long get such a low score? Well, here's Bristol City. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots from those 5 players. Only 1 shot on target. Third game in a row. Opposition only had 1 shot on target. It happened at Rotherham, happened against Middlesbrough, now it's happened against Bristol City. New formation seems to be working pretty fucking well now. Here we go. Millwall player ratings. Bradshaw 7.37, just ahead of Zion Flemmings 7.36. And then you've got George Saville 7.28. You've got Murray Wallace fourth. He only had 60 minutes on the pitch, 6.89. Not too bad. And you got Sean Hutchinson 6.83, and he scored a bloody own goal, which would have hit his score. So he would have got 7 or more about the own goal. So all the players doing pretty well. Decent score there for Tyler Burry after 60 minutes, 6.74. Not too bad. And at the bottom of the charts, Benicophobe 5.48. Obviously missed a penalty that affected him. Shackleton only had 3 minutes or so on the pitch. A 6. George Long 6.04. Pass success percentage for him 26.7. Way down. Way down. Danny McMahon 6.1. So most touches for Millwall, McNamara, and then a bit of a drop off to Saville, Hutchinson, Billy Mitchell. Shots and shots on target for Millwall. So Bradshaw 5. We've got eight different players having shots, and wow, that is a lot better. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots on target. 7 shots on target. Getting 2 goals. Probably should have been 3 if that penalty would have went in. And we had some other decent chances as well. But yeah, that's why their goalkeeper got the highest rating from this match. Because he had to save all of those because they were on target. And he had 7, he saved 5 of them. 2 went past him, so not too bad, but not enough to win the game. Okay. Defensively, tackles for Millwall, McNamara, Mitchell, Sam, Tyler Burry getting defensive up there. Interceptions, Hutchinson, Cooper, and then these 3. Clearances, Hutchinson and Cooper, again, 4 and 4. McNamara 3. And then these players with 1. Even George Evans getting on there, getting a clearance in right at the end. Not too bad. Block shots, Sean Hutchinson 2, Jay Cooper 1. And fouls there, giving away the fouls. Passing wise, George Long 26.7. That's not too good from him. The last couple of games was in the 40s, so that's way down on him. Who had the most passes for Millwall? Murray Wallace had the most passes. He was only on the pitch for 60 minutes. I said this in last week's video. Probably after the Rotherham game, maybe after the Middlesbrough. When they were playing 3 centre backs, the defender tasked with passing the ball forward was Hutchinson on the right, and now they're on a flat back 4. They changed that to Murray Wallace, probably because they didn't want Daniel McNamara getting on the ball, because they probably don't fancy him going forward in his range of passing going forward or bringing the ball forward. So they switched it to Murray Wallace and they go down the left now. So this is going to be a big miss with Murray Wallace not being there. Who's going to play there? Is he? I think he's probably going to change the formation, because it's Watford. They're a pretty good team. So I could see him going back to a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Murray Wallace is going to be a big miss. 36 passes, had the most passes, only on the pitch for 60 minutes. And here's Zion Flemming, 19, still got a goal. Tyler Burry, 9 passes, 77.8. That's why his accuracy was so high. He didn't have that many passes. Who had the most accuracy? These players. So again, Billy Mitchell stand out. Mario Wallace not too bad either. 75%, 36. Not too bad. Crosses and accurate crosses. George Saville, 9 and 5. Good stuff. Taking the corners. Boggle 7 and 1. And they were the only ones with accurate crosses. Long balls and accurate long balls. So George Long 27 and 6. Oh dear. Sean Hutchinson 9 and 5. But we know why that is 27 and 6 because I just showed you on the previous page. Bristol City won the aerials by 40 to 20. So he was pumping the ball long from goal kicks and stuff. And they were winning the aerial battles in the Bristol City defence. So that's why that's gone like that. Sean Hutchinson 9 and 5. Saville 7 and 1. Wallace 7 and 2. Okay. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Tom Bradshaw 7.37, Zion 7.36, George Saville 7.28. Absolutely amazing performance and result from an away game, our 13th away game. Took us 13 games to win an away game. And now we have a game on Wednesday against Watford on Sky Sports. Some big decisions got to be made by the manager in terms of the left back situation. Who plays if Murray Wallace injured? Interesting stuff. We will see what happens on Wednesday. And on that note, thank you for watching.